Hello, this is Knit and Crochet Together, and I have these little pieces of yarn left, and I thought, well, we can make a little doll blanket out of it. So I'm going to show you how. I got all these little pieces here, all different colors. There's not enough to make anything else that I can think of, and your little girl or your granddaughter or your friend's little girl might want a little baby blanket for her doll. So we're going to start working on this project. I got size 8 needles. I got them about as wide as I want the blanket to be. They're about a foot long, size 8 needles. And let's see, I'm going to start out with, this is Knit and Crochet Together, and I like to make things out of knit and crochet because they both serve a purpose. And in this blanket, we're going to knit the blanket as long as these needles, and then we're going to crochet the ends so that they don't show, because with these little balls the ends are going to be sticking out and we don't want them to show. So we're going to crochet around the outside of the blanket to cover up the ends. And so every time we use these balls, we have to make sure that the end comes at the end of the sides of the blanket so we can cover them up with the crochet after we're done. So that's the plan. So I'm going to put as many stitches on here that'll make this as wide as this knit needle. Okay, we got 2, 3, 4, 5. This is also a good project for a teenager. I started knitting and crocheting when I was around 12, I think. So, a little bit older than 12, you could probably do this. So we're going to make it as long as this needle. If you want to see how to cast on and make these stitches, I have lots of other demonstrations on how to do this. But the first stitch is different, but the rest of them are just, you twirl it around so that the thread goes on like that, and then you just pull it. I have a demo on how to cast on and start knitting. You can look that up on my channel, Knit and Crochet Together. And whenever you're looking up a project on my channel, you can just go to Knit and Crochet Together on YouTube and then put in a little quick search what you're looking for, and all the videos on how to make that project should come up. Okay, so we want to make sure that we have enough to stop every row at the end of the side of this blanket. This is a little doll blanket, so we have to kind of be smart about that. How many rows will this make, and how can I end it at the end of the row so we can cover up the edges with crochet after we're done with the blanket. The knitting part of the blanket, I should say. So I don't know how many stitches. We'll count them when we're done. We're just going to put them all on this long needle until we have the width of the needle. Oh my goodness. See, my neighbor's dog's trying to get out. I better call him up. Oh. Go back home, dog. So we got it about 1 inch from each side. Make a little bit more, maybe 10 more stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're going to go back the other way. Let's see, how many stitches do we have? We don't really need to count them because it's just about 1 inch from each side of this needle. No need to count. Just going to start knitting. Oh crap. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop right now. In the next video, we'll get back to this after I'm ready to cut this off at the end, so you can see what I mean about cutting it off at the edge of the blanket, so we can cover up those strings that are hanging. This is video 1 of doll blanket, multicolored, from your used strands of yarn. I'll have video 2. Thank you.